Do you want to know how chocolate is made? Today, we'll step inside a modern factory where precision meets tradition. From cocoa sacks at the gate to bars on the line, every movement is timed, measured, and controlled. I'll show you cleaning, roasting, grinding, conching, tempering, molding, and wrapping, step by step, so you can see how simple beans become silky bars. Like factory stories? Subscribe for more satisfying process videos every week.
In a modern chocolate factory, thousands of bars begin their journey long before they reach the shelf. Every movement on this line is timed, measured, and controlled so that each bar looks, feels, and tastes exactly the same.
But it all starts with a simple seed, the cocoa bean.
Cocoa beans are grown in warm climates around the world, harvested by hand, and packed into heavy sacks.
When those sacks arrive at the factory, every batch is checked.
Technicians confirm the origin, the moisture, the aroma, and remove any foreign materials before the beans enter the automated system.
The first step is cleaning.
The beans travel across vibrating screens and through air jets that remove dust, fibers, and broken shells.
Only clean, solid beans continue forward.
This careful sorting lays the foundation for a consistent chocolate flavor.
From here, the beans move into large steel drums for roasting. Inside, hot air circulates at precise temperatures, gently transforming raw beans into deep, aromatic cocoa.
Roasting unlocks flavor, removes excess moisture, and prepares the beans for the next crucial stage.
Time and temperature are adjusted depending on the recipe, ensuring the right balance of richness and bitterness.
Once roasted, the beans are cooled and directed into the cracking and winnowing system.
Mechanical rollers crack the beans, breaking the thin outer shells.
Airflow then separates the lighter shells from the heavier centers.
What remains are cocoa nibs, small, dark fragments that hold the pure essence of chocolate.
The nibs fall into powerful grinders.
Under pressure and friction, solid nibs release their natural cocoa butter and transform into a thick, fluid paste called cocoa liquor. Despite the name, this liquor contains no alcohol, only finely ground cocoa solids suspended in cocoa butter.
At this stage, it is intense, dark, and strong.
The cocoa liquor is pumped into heated tanks and blended according to the factory's formula. For dark chocolate, more cocoa and less sugar. For milk chocolate, sugar, milk powder, and extra cocoa butter are added.
Each ingredient is precisely weighed and recorded, ensuring every batch matches the brand new standards.
The mixture looks like chocolate, but the particles are still too large. To refine the texture, it passes through a series of steel rollers. As it moves through each gap, the particles become smaller and smaller.
By the end of refining, the chocolate mass feels like a fine powder between the fingers, even though it is still made of cocoa, sugar, and milk.
Next comes conching, one of the most important and time-consuming steps.
Large conche machines slowly knead, fold, and aerate the chocolate for hours.
This process smooths the texture, drives off unwanted acidity, and develops a balanced, round flavor.
Temperature, speed, and time are monitored constantly.
Skilled technicians know when the chocolate is ready by its shine, its aroma, and its flow.
From the conche, the chocolate is now silky, but it needs one more transformation to achieve the perfect snap and gloss.
That step is tempering.
In tempering machines, the chocolate is carefully cooled and warmed in stages, encouraging stable cocoa butter crystals to form.
If tempering is done correctly, the finished bar will be smooth, glossy, and resistant to melting too quickly in the hand.
If it is not, the chocolate may look dull or develop a pale bloom on the surface. As the tempered chocolate reaches ideal condition, it flows toward the molding line.
Rows of clean, polished molds move beneath stainless steel nozzles.
A measured dose of chocolate fills each cavity with precision. Vibrating tables gently shake the molds, releasing any trapped air and leveling the surface into a glassy sheet. The filled molds travel slowly through a cooling tunnel.
Inside, cold air circulates at consistent temperatures, setting the chocolate from liquid to solid without shock.
During this stage, the tempered crystals lock into place, giving the bar its firm structure and clean break.
When the molds emerge, the chocolate has hardened and taken on its final shape.
A gentle tap or a controlled mechanical flex releases each bar from its mold. They land in perfect rows on the conveyor belt, revealing patterns, logos, and segments designed earlier by the brand.
Cameras and sensors inspect the surface.
Any bar that is chipped, warped, or misaligned is automatically removed.
Only perfect bars move forward. Before wrapping, some factories perform additional checks. Metal detectors scan for unwanted particles.
Random samples are weighed, measured, and sometimes tasted in a quality control room.
The goal is simple: consistent size, consistent taste, consistent experience. The approved bars now reach the wrapping machines.
Rolls of foil and printed paper sleeves unwind at high speed. Bars slide into position and are wrapped in a matter of milliseconds.
The foil protects the chocolate from light and air, while the outer wrapper carries branding, ingredients, and information for consumers.
Over time, the robotic system will group the packaged bars into individual bars and pack them into square cardboard boxes, which are then stacked on top of each other. Mechanical arms stack them neatly, while labelers print batch codes and expiration dates.
Each mark allows the factory to trace where and when a product was made, ensuring safety and accountability.
Sealed cartons ride along conveyors to the palletizing area. Here, robots build stable stacks, layer by layer.
Stretch film secures each pallet tightly, keeping the load safe during transport.
Forklifts carry these pallets into waiting trucks at the loading dock.
As trucks roll out toward warehouses and stores, the production line inside the factory does not stop.
New beans are roasted.
Fresh chocolate is conched and tempered.
More bars are molded, cooled, wrapped, and packed.
The cycle repeats hour after hour, turning simple agricultural ingredients into a familiar, carefully engineered product. The cycle repeats hour after hour, turning simple agricultural ingredients into a familiar, carefully engineered. How the beans were selected, how they were roasted, how the recipe was balanced, and how the machines were calibrated.
Technology ensures efficiency and precision.
Human expertise ensures quality and character.
The cycle repeats hour after hour, turning simple agricultural ingredients into a familiar, carefully engineered product.
From bitter cocoa beans to silky chocolate bars, the modern factory transforms raw flavor into something millions of people recognize and enjoy. This is how chocolate bars are made in huge factories, step by step, detail by detail, from the first bean to the final wrap.
From carefully roasted beans to silky bars,
Our chocolate leaves the factory fresh. It's now packed and ready to go to the person who loves it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and follow. See you in the next episodes, where we explore more interesting factory stories.